Getting a haircut can be a refreshing change, whether you're going for a brand new style or just snipping off split ends. But one thing's for sure, no matter how short you go or how many inches hit the salon floor, it never actually hurts. Now, compare that to a paper cut or accidentally bumping your shin on the coffee table. Haircuts are a walk in the park. So what gives? Why does chopping off hair feel like, well, nothing at all? To get to the root of this mystery, we'll need to dig a little deeper into what hair really is and how our bodies feel things in the first place. What hair is made of? Let's start by investigating the real star of the salon, your hair. That stuff growing from your head isn't just there to make you look like a shampoo commercial, though honestly, some days you nail it. Hair is made from a super strong protein called keratin, the same sturdy material that gives your fingernails and toenails their strength and sass. But here's the surprising twist. The part of your hair we wash, comb, curl, straighten, and style is completely dead. Yep, no pulse, no heartbeat, not even a single living cell waving for help. It flutters in the wind, frizzes in humidity, and tangles like it's auditioning for a jungle. But it's basically a fancy strand of keratin confetti. No blood supply, no nerves, and no feelings, which is why your hair doesn't protest when it's getting chopped. The only emotional trauma during a haircut happens when your bangs go too short. Your hair might be dead, but your dignity is still very much alive. Your body's tiny messengers. To understand why some things hurt and others don't, we need to take a quick trip into your nervous system. Your body is packed with nerves, tiny wires that send messages back and forth between your body and your brain faster than you can say, ouch. There are different types of nerves with different superpowers. Some help you sense temperature, others texture, and some are strictly in the pain business. These pain-sensing nerves are especially busy when you stub your toe or step on a Lego in the dark. But they're only active in body parts that have nerves. Hair doesn't make the list. It's got no nerves, no sensors, no pain receptors. That's why cutting hair is a completely painless process, unless you try to cut your own bangs right before picture day, in which case the emotional pain is very real. Hair's quiet cousins. Now that we know hair doesn't hurt because it's made of nerve-free keratin, what about nails? After all, we clip them all the time. Wouldn't that hurt if nerves were involved? Thankfully, fingernails and toenails are also built from keratin, and like hair, the part we trim is dead. No nerves, no pain. You can file, buff, and polish away to your heart's content without triggering any ouch signals. But here's a warning. Go too far and trim down into the living part underneath known as the nail bed, and suddenly those pain sensors do get involved. Oops. So nail trims. Painless if you stay in the safety zone. A whole different story if you don't. How we actually feel things. Let's take a quick step back. Why can you feel the breeze on your face, the hug of your favorite fuzzy blanket, or the chill of a cold pillow, but not your hair getting snipped during a haircut? The answer, dear reader, lies in your marvelous, multitasking skin. Skin is packed with touch-sensitive nerves, tiny sensors that act like nature's little alert system. They help you detect temperature, texture, pressure, and sometimes the betrayal of stepping on a Lego at midnight. When something brushes against your skin, it fires up those nerves like a switchboard lighting up during a thunderstorm. These nerve signals race through your nervous system to your brain, where your inner interpreter says things like, ooh, soft kitten, or nope, that's too spicy. Your brain is constantly decoding these signals like a detective solving a mystery, except this one ends in hugs or hot sauce. But hair? It's just the decorative curtain. The skin underneath is doing all the feeling. So tug it too hard, and your scalp's the one filing the complaint. From head to brain in a blink. Ever touched something sharp and flinched before you even realized what hit you? That's your nerves doing their job like a group of over-caffeinated messengers. These nerves act like super speedy highways, zipping messages all over your body in a split second. When you touch something, be it an ice cube, a hot pan, or a suspiciously sticky mystery spot, nerve endings in your skin spring into action. They send signals flying up your hand, through your arm, into your spine, and straight to your brain faster than a squirrel on espresso. Once the message hits the brain, your internal control center decodes it and decides whether it's a comfy sweater or a red-hot stove. This fast response system keeps you safe, coordinated, and only mildly awkward when you flinch at something totally harmless. But remember, this magical system only works where nerves exist. Hair? It's like the quiet kid in class present, but not participating. Want proof? Try the pat test. Still need convincing? Let's put it to the test. Gently pat the top of your head. Go on. No one's watching, probably. You'll feel the pressure both in your hand and on your scalp because both have nerves, doing their usual message sent message received routine. Your scalp says, hey, something's up here. And your fingers agree, yep, that's a head all right. Now, grab a strand of your hair and give it a soft little squeeze, no tugging. We're not starting a fight. Notice how your fingers can feel the hair, but the hair just lies there like it's on vacation. That's because it doesn't have nerves to report the event. It's a one-way communication, kind of like texting your ex and getting no reply. So if you were secretly hoping your hair could sense your mood or read your thoughts well, maybe stick to hats. Why some cuts hurt and others don't? Let's compare a haircut to something that does hurt. A paper cut. What makes one feel like a mini spa day and the other like a paper-thin horror movie? The difference, my friend, is nerves. When you get a paper cut, it slices into your skin right where all those nerve endings love to hang out like they own the place. Your nerves go into full emergency mode, blasting pain signals straight to your brain like it's a fire drill. That's why even the tiniest paper cut can make you recoil like you've been hit by lightning. It's dramatic, sure, but also scientifically legit. Haircuts, on the other hand, don't go anywhere near your live, sensitive tissues. Scissors are only snipping dead keratin, like trimming the edges off a piece of cardboard. No nerves involved means no pain, no panic, and maybe just a little itch from stray clippings stuck down your shirt, the real enemy hair. So next time you're in the barber's chair, remember, you're safe. Unless the stylist starts talking about your love life, then you are on your own. So why does pulling hair hurt? If hair has no nerves, then why does yanking it feel like some medieval form of torture? The not-so-fun fact is, while the hair shaft, the part we see in style, is as lifeless as a forgotten houseplant, the follicle at the root is very much alive. And that little follicle is hooked up to your nerves like it's got a direct line to the pain hotline. When you pull a hair, you are not just tugging the strand, you are dragging its root out of its comfy nerve-lined home. That's why waxing, plucking, or accidentally yanking hair while brushing feels like your scalp is filing a complaint. It's not the hair screaming, it's your skin going, hey, what did I ever do to you? So please, treat your scalp with kindness, detangle gently, and invest in good conditioner. Your follicles will thank you by not screaming. If you had fun learning why haircuts don't hurt, give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to snip that subscribe button so you never miss a moment of science fun. Got questions or curious about something else? Drop it in the comments. We love hearing from you. Share this with a friend who's nervous about their next haircut. Thanks for hanging out with us. See you next time here at the Fort.